Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Radix, and in today's video, I'm going to be comparing the Golden Burst against the Golden Scar, and I'm just going to be giving you guys a couple of the statistics of the guns, so you guys can have like a nice comparison of both of them, and then I'm also going to give you guys some things to keep in mind when you're using each one of them, and then I'm going to tell you which one I think is better at the end of the video, and I'm going to give you some of the reasons for that, and yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, so let's first start by talking about the statistics of the Golden Burst. So the FAMAS at point blank range does 33 on the body and 66 on the head. Once we go to mid range, the damage drops off to 26.4 on body, then head 52.8. Moving on to long range, it drops off to 22.3 on the body and then 44.5 on the head. And then at maximum range, you're going to deal damage at 22.3 on the body and then 44.5 on the head. So let's compare that to the Scar now. The Scar at point blank range does 36 on the body, 72 on the head, mid range 28 on the body, and then 57 on the head, long range 24 on the body, and then 48 on the head, and then at maximum range you're still doing 24 on the body and 48 on the head. So pretty good numbers. Alright, so as you guys can see, statistically speaking, the FAMAS can outdamage the Scar just because they can shoot 3 bullets a lot quicker than the Scar can, since it's a burst weapon. But here's the thing, just because it's like statistically better doesn't like make it better than the Scar. You know, there's a lot of things to take into consideration other than the damage stats. So let's talk about that now. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 big cons that you have when you're using a burst weapon, and I'm gonna give you guys the 3 biggest ones. So the first one is, you know, it's a lot harder to use the burst weapon. You know, there's a bigger skill gap when it comes to using it, simply because in order for you to hit all 3 of your shots, you have to keep your reticle on your enemy throughout the whole burst, and that is hard for some people. Alright, also if you miss your burst, you're at a really big disadvantage against someone that's using a full auto AR, because it takes forever to shoot your burst again. So if you miss, you're at a big disadvantage. So that's the first con. Second con for the burst is that it sucks to medium to long range. Okay, let me give you the reason for that. So even if you activate first shot accuracy on it, only the first bullet is going to have 100% accuracy. So that means that medium to long range, probably only 1 out of your 3 bullets is going to hit, and that is really bad because, like I said, the burst has a really slow fire rate, like in between burst, and if you're only hitting 1 bullet out of 3, you know, it's not going to out damage a fully automatic Scar at medium to long range, because with the Scar you can easily single shot it, and you're going to be able to hit almost every single shot because you can reset first shot accuracy on it. And the fully automatic AR is gonna probably beat you like 90% of the time, unless you get lucky and all your 3 shots hit from the burst. But other than that, you know, like I said, it sucks at medium to long range just because of that reason. Third con of the burst AR is that it's kind of slow compared to the Scar at destroying walls. So at in-game, I really don't think it's as good as the Scar, just because of that, because usually at in-game you're going to be spamming the enemy and just destroying their walls if you don't have an RPG or something. And you know, you have a more higher chance of hitting them if you have a full auto AR. Like when you destroy their walls, you have a higher chance of hitting them if you can keep spamming them with bullets instead of just like shooting bursts at them. You're less likely to hit them when you destroy their walls. So you know, that's another disadvantage for the burst weapon. So let's talk a little bit about the Scar now. Now the Scar, I can't really think of any cons to it. Like, it's a really good overall weapon, to be honest. It's really easy to use for anyone since it's full auto. It doesn't require such a big skill to use it. It's good at all ranges, just because at close range you can go full auto and melt people. At medium to long range you can single tap like the trigger and still be really accurate and be able to do a lot of damage, even though it's an AR. And it's really good for taking down walls, like I said before. You can just spam people with it, and usually you'll be able to hit them every once in a while because the bullets will get through the walls and you'll do damage to them. So it's a really good weapon to use overall. And I think, honestly, between the FAMAS and the SCAR, I think the SCAR is the way to go, like 99% of the time, because it's just, you know, it's the better pick, you know, it offers a lot better stuff. Now, the FAMAS is really good if you're at close range, just because if you can hit all 3 shots, you pretty much do 99 damage if you hit them all on the body, and if you hit headshots, you can pretty much annihilate someone. But you know, it requires a lot more skill, and like I said before, it's not good at ranges, and also it's not good for walls. So I would recommend, if you're gonna use the FAMAS, to have like an explosive weapon with you, if you can have that on. And you know, that's my opinion. I think you should definitely use the SCAR over the FAMAS most of the time, especially if you don't think you're that good with your accuracy. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure you subscribe and like the video, because I'm gonna be doing more stuff like this in the future. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.
Yeah. Keep it lit, 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 keep it lit. If it ain't gas, it ain't in my Dutch. What your back?